We want to welcome you back, and then we are still on Good Morning Anambra. Off we go on the newspaper headlines, and then we've been joined by an individual that will help us look into what we have today. We're talking about Prince Chris Nwokedi, public affairs analyst. I want to say welcome to Good Morning Anambra.
Thank you very much.
So welcome to
You're welcome to us.
Anambra, you're welcomed.
Okay.
All right. Now we move straight to ABS website. What do we have there? Governor Obiano appoint principal officers. Chukwulobil SSG, Nwokoye PS, Orderly COS, Eze, James Eze CPS. And the other one say Obiano seeks support collaboration of stakeholders to achieve vision. And we also have Obiano introduces creative economy as an economic pillar to harness creative wealth. And then down there we have a multi-million naira cassava processing facility inaugurated at Umuezanam community. I will have this. What do you have to say about all this?
First, I have to thank God for giving our governor the wisdom to run the states, as he has been doing for the past years. The decisions has been fine and welcomed by the community. I've been living in the community for a long time, and the cassava issue the cassava program is a very good one. Our community needs it. We're expecting that Anambra will be one of the highest food production, state, in the nation. So that will give us an opportunity and ahead of time. For the first time in history, our state will be able to feed ourselves and then feed our neighboring states.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, let's move straight to the papers. IJ, have the first.
Okay, I have Orange Dailies, and the streaming headline there said, renewed Ebonyi Cross River communal clashes, claim 5. And down here I have Obiano assures Anambra of more dividends of democracy. Namide at that one. Masop raises alarm over rising death rates in Ogoni land.
Okay, we'll be taking one of the headlines. So which one we take?
Obiano assures.
Okay. He's the one to help on the Obiano stuff.
Yes, he's my favorite governor, one of the best governors that Anambra had in the years of the creation. And he doesn't have to assure Anambra any further. He has proven that he can do it. He has proven that he can ensure and give Anambra the dividends. The results are there. It's not easy to get 21 over 21. It's not easy. And we know what all we all did, worked hard. We have volunteers, people that the working women that donated their pennies they got from selling peanuts. The communities got up, the youth supported him, forfeited their daily jobs to come and support them. So it doesn't have to prove that he will give the citizens the dividend. He has done it.
Yes. He has done it.
Okay, let's go to the next one, the Daily Sun.
All right, so many stories here. We'll just read them down, then you pick the one that will interest you to look at. Okay. The first one says, 2019, why Buhari won't declare now? That's coming from presidency. We have a writer there, opponent will sabotage a nation. Up there we have Okorocha Shon's APC stakeholders meeting in Imo.
Okay, let's take two of them. You take the first one. Why Buhari won't declare? It said 2019 now. Buhari will not declare now. The president is saying.
Politics is a game of society, and Buhari has no reason to declare. I don't support him to declare, to return, and I am a man of my word. I haven't seen economy going as low as the Nigerian economy has been in his tenure. I'm a political scientist. I have degrees in political science from USA, and watching the economy. Nigerian economy does not deserve a person that cannot articulate the future of the country. So I do not believe, and I hope it doesn't come out, because definitely he's not going to make it, based on my own understanding.
What they're saying there, the opponents will sabotage the nation. Are they attributing it to the opponent?
That's if he declares
I don't believe that the opponents will sabotage the nation. I believe that Nigeria is loved by her people. It's a rumor. I believe it's a rumor. based on my understanding and experience in politics. I don't think that anybody will sabotage the nation because the president wants to come back. I believe it's not a true, just a political rumor.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. We'll now move to the next paper, Daily Independent, yes?
The Daily Independent. There says 2019 Nigeria will be sabotaged if Buhari declares now. That's the banner headline here. And then down here we'll have this one. Okay, let's see the one up here. On ending crisis at LASU pits VC against lecturers.
They down there, they want UN to declare herdsmen
Instead of
attacks.
wants UN to declare herdsmen attacks as terrorist acts.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I hope you prefer to take that one.
Oh yeah,
because
that
we have
is
taken
that is
the-
very
the-
interesting. That's very interesting and very interested to hear. And I don't know why we leave our responsibilities and send it over to UN. Nigeria is an entity, it's a sovereignty. Let's face our problem. You don't create problem and expect the UN to solve it for you. We know what to do. Let's tell ourselves the truth. The US and Western countries that we all look up to, state of California alone, where I have lived for past 40 years, has more cattle than entire Nigeria as a country. The state of Texas has more cattle than entire Nigeria as a country. And they have not, after living 40 years in US, I have not seen one cattle on the road. We need to mechanize our farming. Keep those cattle where they belong and where they're better taken care of. That's animal abuse. And on US standard or UN standard. It's an animal abuse.
To be taking them around.
Yes, animal that you don't feed well, drink dirty waters, and eat dirty foods. What they're going to produce? Dirty meats and
Unhealthy
unfit and unhealthy meat.
Right.
And sometimes we wonder why we have all these diseases and problems with our citizens. It's based on what we consume. You consume dirty animals, result of sicknesses. So Nigeria has reached a point that they should be able to control the farming industry in Nigeria. At least let's do something for good for ourselves.
Yeah, we'll do something for ourselves. Let's go to the next paper. Punch newspaper is next, Nui.
All right. The first story I'm taking here says, come for budget defense this week. National Assembly panels tell ministers.
Okay, let's take just down. Budget defense, National Assembly calls the ministers to do that.
Budget defense. That's another problem. Why do we have all these problems that we don't need to have? Why do National Assembly has a budget problem because they disagree with the president? They should do what is right. I remember my grandfather always tell the people that he was ruling over, took on the third. He says, when somebody comes, when you are doing something good in society, don't worry about what other person says. Stick to what is good. So if National Assembly is right and knows that their budget is good, they should go ahead and pass it.
They should go on and pass
They
it.
should go ahead and pass it. That's what they are there for.
Okay, let's take the next paper, IJ, Daily Times.
Next paper is Daily Times, and the banner headline here says, credit to private sector hits 22.6 trillion naira in 1 month. And up here, I have this one that reads, you can't have Daily Times, follow tells Senator Obiora. Okay, let's look at this credit issue.
Go ahead.
Yes. And sometimes it puzzles me where they get the statistics of economy this, economy growing, sold 100 point something trillion. They trickle down that we should have gotten by the community, and we're not getting it. The society is not getting all this projection. They're making industries big, economic sales. It's not getting down. This is just a paperwork. Let's face the truth. Until we become honest ourselves and stop going by investigations and all whatnot.
Assumptions.
We are assuming. What we need to do is to facilitate the actual economy the way they belong to.
Okay. Finally, where we allow. Hello, who is there?
Hello, good morning.
Yeah,
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Welcome.
You're welcome. Your name and your location. Okay, you're gone. Okay, let's go to Guardian newspaper quickly.
Okay, The Guardian, the bold headline, the aviation agencies lose billions to alleged fraud in traffic figures. Down here we say why Buhari will not declare 2019 bid now by presidency.
Okay.
Okay. They might have lost the amount they claim. They might have lost it. But you ask yourself, why do they lose that amount of money? It's because of lack of planning or being able to execute the plan. They have not been able to execute what the agency was meant to be. So it comes down to losing those billions of dollars. So the issue is not announcing how much was lost or amount that was going to be lost. But let's go back to why they lose those monies. Because of lack of incompetent management.
Okay, let's use it also to discuss this in Daily Tribune. Tribune said, up there, it says, IMF raises alarm as banks took 2.4 trillion naira CBN loans in 3 months. That's what Tribune is reporting now.
Okay.
He said the same.
The bank took those loans. It's not by force. The CBN gave it to them. And there's rules and regulations stipulated on how banks should take loans from the CBN. Does those banks made those requirements before the loan was given? Who investigated it? Who checkmate them? You don't go and have banks and CBN officials make a deal behind, offer the loan, and comes and tell the public that the bank took so billions of trillions of naira. So what? It was them that facilitated it. Why are they complaining?
Okay. Well, we want to tell you our view of that. The details of all the papers we've reviewed here are found in the Nation newspapers. You can go pick up the copy and get the details of what that we've discussed. We want to thank you so much, Prince Chris Nwokedi.
Thank you very much
for joining us in this newspaper.
It's my pleasure to be on your show.
So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Now stand by as we go into the other segment, the discussion segment.